Hey, I'm Luca Guadagnino. I'm the director of Call Me By Your Name.
And I'm Timothy Chalamet, one of the stars of the film. Thank you for joining our Facebook Live today. There are people from all over the world watching, and we're excited to answer some of your questions about the movie, which you can check out in theaters now.
I would say all over the world.
All over the world, actually. Don't know why Armie Hammer's not here today. For some reason, he got the day off. And
I think he's in New York.
Oh, yeah, that is a legitimate thing.
We're in LA.
He is in New York, so that is a legitimate excuse. So I'm sure he's watching. Not.
Hey,
before we start, here's a special clip from the film.
Call Me By Your Name, nominated for 4 Academy Awards, including Best Picture,
Is there anything you don't know?
Best Actor,
You only knew how little I know about the things that matter.
Best Adapted Screenplay,
You saying what I think you're saying?
and Best Song.
Shouldn't have said anything.
Just pretend you never did.
Nature has cunning ways of finding our weakest spot.
Call Me By Your Name, rated R. Now playing only in theaters.
So Claire C. is asking me, the poster on Elio's bedroom wall shows a lot of personality references to Peter Gabriel, sports racing, professional tennis. How did you decide what to put on this wall, especially since there is no references to Elio's thesis in the book? I think that's part of the global work of my team and my production designer, my set decorator, also the costume designer, Giulia Piersanti. We didn't want to have Elio, who is in the book described like this very bright, intelligent, elevated boy who plays piano and goes into the world of academia. We didn't want him to feel like a sort of like old-fashioned, dusty boy. We want him to be very alive and kicking the way you are. So, like we thought, yes, he's into the classical music. Yes, he loves the ancient world and the classical world, but yet he's a boy of his contemporaneity. That's why we started to think of where he goes with his parents when they go holidaying. They go to maybe some places like Venezia where there is the Biennale and they collect posters of the exhibitions. He may have bumped into the work of Robert Mapplethorpe, or he's curious of music that goes beyond the canon of the classical music, and that's how we went into that. And that's how, for instance, he wears this T-shirt for the Talking Heads. There is another question for you.
From Damon B. What's your favorite movie you watched during your movie nights with Luca during the filming in Crema? I don't know, the non-sophisticated part of me wants to say Alien, because it's a movie I hadn't seen before, and watching it I thought, I've seen that in a movie before, I've seen that, and realizing Alien didn't steal from all the movies I'd seen, but realizing the movies I'd seen had been stealing from Alien for 40 to 50 years. And then another one was Body Double, which is a movie that was like I had to be educated on, because it's not like it's a strange movie.
Brian De Palma's Body Double.
Yeah. And it's strange, and
then I showed you Babette's Feast,
and
you fall asleep.
Yes.
He hated it. I loved that movie.
Okay.
Anyway.
All right.
We have a question for both from Rachel W. In the last scene, was it scripted for Timothée to look into the camera? I think it wasn't. I think you did.
Yeah.
And I was so happy.
Yeah, and there's a moment at the end of Boyhood that's like that moment at the end of Call Me By Your Name, where the protagonist looks into the camera right before the end of the movie.
Yeah, you would. Aliza F asks both if you are a cat people or a dog people. I know the answer for me. What is your answer?
I both, but maybe more a dog.
Are you
person.
saying both because you don't want to upset?
No,
the other half?
honestly, it's the clear answer for me is dog. But then I've had really great experiences with cats in the last 2 years. My buddy Julian, you know Julian.
I know Julian. He's lovely.
And you met the cat at that
I
apartment.
love the cat.
Taco.
I'm a cat person.
And if shouts out Taco, Julian's
So cat and dog.
Yes, cat and dog.
Yeah. Maria M is asking us, do you guys keep or take anything from set after wrapping?
Did you
I
take
think
anything?
I brought some things on the movie that came from my house, so I brought it back to the house.
or you didn't get it back.
Yes.
Nothing from the movie, but I had a red hoodie that I wore on set. I took that with me.
Nice. Jessica S is asking both. Do either of you have your own version of Billowy, a souvenir from somebody in your past that helps you feel close to them?
Ooh, that's a really great question. That's a great question.
Do you?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I said it's a great question because that's so relatable, because there are things that, I don't know, I guess everybody has. It smells like a certain person.
Yeah, that's true. I do too. Nice. Trisha S. is
Nice,
asking
nice.
both. To me, one of the most beautiful aspects of the film is that we get to see these two men fall in love without any outside tension or adversity. Thank you. Such as a hateful, disapproving parents or friends. We just get to see them organically and beautifully fall in love. What do you think is the importance of telling a story like this, especially in today's world? Well, we can say that time is up for equality and for a full, complete expression of the inside of persons and empowerment. I think that we want to tell a story in which Ellie and Oliver and even the rest of the people in the movie empowers one another instead of downsize one another. So it's very important.
And as Army would say, love is love is love. And here's a story that doesn't define love and sexuality in the stringent Western definitions that we're used to. And it's just about two guys, two people falling in love.
Yeah. Gabriella M, for you, Monsieur Chalamet.
Yes, thank you, Gabriella,
Has
for the
somebody
Monsieur Chalamet.
approached you to do the audio version of the novel in French? It would be totally cool if you do it, since Armie Hammer did the English version. I would definitely listen to you reading it.
I have not been approached about doing the audio version of this in French, although I think that's a great idea. I'd be open for it. And actually, you know, this film was dubbed in French. And Esther
Did you dub yourself?
Esther Gade dubbed herself in French, who plays Marcia, as did Victor Dubois, who plays Chiara. And I saw a picture of the guy that dubbed my voice, and I'm honored that somebody would do it, but it is not me.
Why
you know?
didn't I ask you? You should have done it.
I don't know. Okay, this is the reason I was given. This was Esther's guess. Is that
No much time for you?
no? Because that my accent isn't perfect in French, so it would be weird to have this kid from Italy having an American accent when all the other characters speak perfect French. So
I'm not sure it's a good choice. Anyway,
thank you, my biggest champion, Luca. Man.
Mariana A is asking me to Maestro Guadagnino. No,
Wait, I wanna
Maestro.
read it,
Yeah, you read it.
My question. Ooh,
No,
where'd
no.
it go?
Wait.
Here it is. My
Yeah.
question to Maestro.
Yeah.
My question to Maestro Guadagnino. Classical music plays such a big role in Elio's life. It is also brilliantly integrated in the movie. Who are your favorite composers, and if you wanted to make someone fall in love with classical music, what would be the piece you'd recommend? P.S. Many thanks for this beautiful movie. Much love from Austria, Armenia.
Hey Austria, hey Armenia. I think the music we play in the movie is a nice sample of what I love. Me and my editor Walter Fasano. We have Sakamoto, for instance, which is a wonderful composer. We use Debussy, Ravel. I think the good introduction to classical music could be to go through the 10 symphonies that Gustav Mahler composed and to start from the first and listen all of them. That's a very good immersive way to go into that kind of world. And I'm sure that whoever starts from there is going to have a long relationship with classical music.
That's all right. From Kevin G. for either. I am very curious to know if there were certain scenes in the movie that ended up getting cut that you wished were still in the final version. If so, what was the scene? Luca, do you have any plans to give us an extended version of the movie/director's cut?
I start with the end. I think the movie we made is the movie we made.
Yeah.
And I'm happy with the movie. And, you know, in the process of making a film...
Although, Luca, I've heard you say in the past that the scenes that were on the cutting floor of this movie could possibly be
in the sequels...
in another version of this.
Yeah, that's for sure. I think in the Blu-ray, we're going to include a lovely scene in which your parents in the movie have a little moment of smooshiness. And you'll see that. But other ones we're going to keep for the
I want to
following
see the
stories.
production design of that room in the movie because I saw it on the day, and it feels like we need another Luca Guadagnino designed room for the movie. I'm serious.
We need more Amira and Michael.
We need more
Stuhlbarg.
Amira and Michael too. And also that scene, correct me if I'm wrong, is the windows are open and
They hear you. So it was a lovely moment in which the father and mother become entangled in an intimate moment because they are, in a way, inspired by the sound of the voices of Ellie and Oliver loving each other downstairs.
Michael Stuhlbarg, Father of the Year 2018. Oh, here we go.
That's it.
All
Now
right.
we are live.
And now these are live.
Got some fan questions.
Okay. I'm gonna put this one down.
Liz Owell.
How long did it take for you to learn piano? From Vince Gutierrez. I played the piano from 7 to 12 years old, and then, you know, to the degree that Elio can play in the book, I could not play. is and was more skilled than I am. So Luca had me set up with an Italian teacher named Roberto Solci for a month and a half in Crema before we started to shoot.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
Travis James Birch is asking, filming in Italy, there must be some really good pizza, I assume. What are your favorite pizza toppings?
Okay, I'm really a simple pizza guy, and I usually go plain or with a cheese, just plain cheese pizza. If I have to add a topping, maybe sausage. I'm not going to wade into the pineapple debate.
No. Holly Burke Hessler is asking me, favorite books, authors, and on musicians. Also, where can I buy Mr. Chalamet's lamb sweater? Yeah, that's cool. What is it? Gucci? Go at Gucci and buy at Gucci. My favorite books? I don't know. I would say the Hitchcock Truffaut book. It's a good book to advise. We spoke about music before.
For Luca, from Lisa Fusel. How much fun was the dance party in Crema?
I loved it. It was great.
Luca,
Wasn't it great?
Luca.
It was fantastic.
That was great.
Timmy, where do you get these amazing sweaters? Eloisa, Helanker, Ikeda.
Listen, wherever I can get them. Whoever.
This is from Gucci.
Yes.
But I have to say that Timothy has an amazing taste. He knows it.
It says
very good.
Says the. I Am Love was nominated for an Academy Award in costume design, right?
Yeah.
Did you go to the Oscar luncheon 4 years or 6 years ago? Or
Not to the luncheon because I wasn't nominated. I went
the
to
costume designer.
I went to the. Yesterday we had the luncheon nominees luncheon. Was cool.
And let me say, I guess it's not being brought up, and yet I feel it somewhat crucial to say that was one of the most moving experiences, and seeing, just hearing Luca's name get called out again. Everybody goes up there with a deer in headlights feeling of sorts.
Yeah.
And I was happy to be already on those risers when our other producers, Marco and Peter, got announced. It was like such a weird groundswell of pride.
It was fantastic.
It was like ultimate prom night.
Paige Catton is asking you, what's your favorite memory on set?
My favorite memory on set, I don't know, it's the collage feeling of it all. It's the fact that we would work 6 days a week, but 8 hours a day. So we were always kind of doing the movie, but always also just hanging out and getting immersed in this town in a way that I don't know if I'm ever going to have a movie experience like this again, maybe in the sequel.
Catherine Cloutier, she said that we are amazing. Thank you, Catherine.
Yeah.
You're very nice.
I like
much love to you.
You pick good ones, Luca. You pick good ones.
Well.
I like that. Let's see. From Romina Romani, how did you guys spend your free time in Italy when not filming?
I was in the editing room, and you were in
That's
the
true.
editing room.
Yeah, that was like a rare gift to this movie, and maybe not something that would be good on every movie, but something that helped a lot is Luca and the editor, Walter Frisano, would let Army and I come into the editing room and see how the movie was progressing, and because we shot in chronological order, there were a lot of clues in that, and we could see how the performances were evolving.
Ji Young No is asking me a question. I wanted to ask if Elio not being able to differentiate the voice of Marcia, I think you mean the voice of Mafalda, or Mom, right away, but recognizing Oliver's voice right away was intentional. Yeah, I think it is, right?
Yeah.
Derek Lastoviska is asking you and I, what's your favorite lines in the film?
Timothy and Luca, any favorite lines from the film?
I like when you say truce, tregua.
Yeah, and that was found on the day.
Yeah.
That was terrifying because all the other Italian lines I was trying to memorize phonetically. It's difficult when you don't speak the language, but I was trying to months, weeks in advance. And that day I remember you were like, just say it, tregua, tregua. I was like, I don't know what this sounds.
Tregua.
Yeah.
Good.
For Luca. Oh, no, you're there, yeah, I said.
I think we went through all the questions. More questions, guys.
Paige Catton, what was your favorite memory on set?
We discussed.
Oh, yeah, we did. My apologies. What's your favorite song from the soundtrack?
Yeah. Brenda Martinez Lopez. What's your favorite song in the soundtrack? Apart from Sufjan Stevens' masterpieces, of
Lady,
course.
Lady, Lady.
Lady, Lady, Lady from Flashdance. Have you seen Flashdance eventually?
No, I know.
You should see it. It's a great movie
it.
from Adrian Lyne.
I have to watch it.
It's
yeah.
a beautiful film.
Yeah, I'd love to see it.
Yeah, I like that song very much. Jocelyn Ruiz is telling us that she loves us both. Thank you, Jocelyn.
Thank you.
Oh, Mariana Hidalgo is asking if you have anything in common with Elio.
Absolutely. I hope an openness to life, to the universe. That's a signal. And I don't know, a yearning for deep experiences, hopefully.
And that's another question for you from Matt Nungien. Hey Timbo, that's never heard about. Timbo, that's nice. What's your favorite part of about making movies?
My favorite part about making movies is I don't know. It's that feeling of flow. It's that feeling of like on the third week or the fourth week where you're really in the rhythm, and you're reading and reacting in scenes without even really feeling excited about it afterwards. You're in such a rhythm, and that's exciting. And like especially at a young age, feeling like I don't know, you're working with like really established artists and brilliant minds. So.
Well, you're young, but you have a lot of experience before doing this movie.
But as you said, naivete abound.
It's good.
Okay.
I mean, you don't want to be like a cynical guy who, I've seen everything.
No, not at all. That's
the beauty of it. Stephen Custer is asking me, you often talk about how your actors must surrender to the camera. How do you accomplish that trust and relationship? Slashing them. No, I don't do that. Zoe Danielson, what's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie is it's tied. It's The Dark Knight, it's Punch Drunk Love, and it's James White.
James White.
By Josh Mond. I think you would love that
movie. I know this movie.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. With this great actor.
Christopher Abbott.
I love him.
Fantastic.
That's a good pick.
Thank you. What about you?
This year I would say The Big Sick and The Phantom Thread, Dunkirk, Logan. Yeah.
Yeah, Logan was great.
Great films.
Yeah.
And everything that comes from the director. Oh my God, I have a blank. That's bad. I love this. The director of Certain Women, which I don't remember right now.
Fantastic.
Kelly Reichardt.
Everything
that Kelly Reichardt does, it's quite fantastic.
Did she have a movie come out this year?
Certain Women.
Oh, that came out this year.
Yeah.
What about when is Suspiria coming out?
October.
Is that new news or no?
Well, we knew that we're going to go out in the second part of this year.
Oh, okay. All right.
Timothée, did you read Call Me By Your Name, the book? Robin Moore is asking you.
Of course, I read it when I first met with Luca when I was 17. There was no script, so I had to read the book. And it wasn't available at the college I was at, so I got it via share program at another college. And then I didn't give it back for a year, and I had a fine of $100. So before this movie gave me a career, it took money from me. All right.
Juan Munchi is saying, love from Mexico. I'm in love with you. I guess with you.
With you, Luca?
No, I think with you.
This movie doesn't...
Juan, you can tell us, is it me or him? Let's see what he says. Oh, Zoe Michelle of the Oreo, cookie or cream?
Depends on the day. Sometimes just cream, sometimes half the cookie and the cream, sometimes a whole bite.
Do you like the Oreo ice cream?
I do. It can be sugar saturation overload.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much for this Facebook Live. Thanks for having us.
One last question from Ira Christine Wales. What's your favorite outfit in the film?
Ooh, I like that question. I like the blue striped shirt, the blue and white striped shirt from the day where the excursion with the boat and seeing the statue emerge from the water. Almost all of my clothes in the film are producer Marco Morabitos, who's not in the room right now. Did he leave?
I think he's somewhere out making phone
But
calls.
almost everything I wear in the movie is his, so...
Yeah, because the wife of Marco is our costume designer.
It's
and
all in the family.
She knows how to make someone dashing.
Yeah,
Thank you,
and
guy.
especially with a body like...
Yeah, with a skinny body like you, because Marco is as skinny as he. Nice. Good, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. Wonderful.
Sweet.